Amadike, happy birthday to you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Happy birthday to you. Odogu nwa Igbo niile jemono, the savior of Igbo land. Happy birthday to you, Amadike. Happy birthday to you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Happy birthday to you. Tata kamulu doguma Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Ofonye Chukwu zitela anyị, the savior of Igbo land, the savior of Biafra. Ofonye Chimaka ka anyị nwere onwe anyị. Mama ya nọ nwụrụ n'ija, papa ya nọ nwụrụ n'ija. Ndị letikwula aka ka fagbuo ya ma Chukwu bịa.
Onye duru anyị wee bịa njem na Amerịka. Anyị bịa ka ibe leta nwanne anyị nwoke bụ nna anyị n'obodo a. Bụ onye anyị nwụrịla anya na nchekwube na eziokwu nke ya nwa na onye ji guzo. Na eziokwu a ga na-edu ụmụ Biafra na-aga n'ihu. Ọ ga na-edu IPOB na-aga n'ihu. Anyị bịara n'ụlọ ya nabata anyị. Bụrụ obi ọcha na obi dowe nabata anyị. Anyị na-asị na ọ ga-adịrị ya na mma na ezinụlọ ya na mma. Anyị na-asị na ihe ọbụla anyị chọrọ bịa mere ka anyị ga-enwetarịrị ya. N'ihi na ihe anyị na-ekwu okwu mgbe na-ewu n'ọnwụ ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ. Nwa mmụọ emegbula nwa mmadụ, nwa mmiri emegbula nwa mmụọ. Ihe anyị na-ekwu. Anyị na-asị na Biafra ga-abịara na ndụ na-awụghị n'ọnwụ. Anyị ga-eri uru ọmụmụ. Anyị ga-eri uru akụ na ụba n'ime Biafra. Anyị na-asị na onye ọwụla pụtara na sị na Biafra agaghị adị, onye ahụ agaghị adị. Anyị anaghị asị emebere nke obere ngezi bebere ka ya gosi nke ọ ga-ebe. Anyị na-asị na nkụ ga-ekwe ọ ga-ede ọ ga-anwụ. Ọ bụ eziokwu ka anyị ji na-aga njem a. Ọ bụ ịhụnanya ka anyị ji na-aga ofu obi. Anyị na-asị onye ọbụla hụrụ eziokwu ji ide eziokwu aka, n'ihi na ọ bụ eziokwu bụ ndụ, ọ bụghị okwu asị. Anyị na-asị na ọ ga-ada anyị niile na mma. Anyị ga-ahụ echi, n'ihi na echi anaghị agwụ agwụ. Anyị na-arịọ Chukwu nke abịa ka onye anyị ndụ, nye anyị ahụ isi ike, nye anyị ngọzi nke ya, nye anyị ịhụnanya. Ekpere niile ka anyị na-ekpe ọwụ ka onye bi n'ime eluigwe ka o wee nụrụ olu anyị, wee gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka, wee zọpụta anyị na mkpa niile nke na-akpa anyị nke bụ Biafra. Anyị na-asị na ikpete maazụ anyị ga-enye aha azụ ụtụtụ na nsọpụrụ na-eji ama site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much. And remember, in this channel, I speak about the people of the contraption called Nigeria, the indigenous people, more especially those who are facing a lot of challenges, facing a lot of intimidations, a lot of killings in the contraption called Nigeria. Well, I speak up for them. I speak up mainly for the people of Biafra, the Oduduans, the Middle Beltans, mainly the Biafrans. Each time I come online, I talk about the plight of the Biafrans. They are suffering. Biafrans have been suffering a lot in the hand of the Janjaweed in Nigeria. As you all know, that the Fulani people are the control of the government of Nigeria. They are in charge of everything that happens in Nigeria, and they have refused to let the indigenous people have their way and have their life. It is not enough that they were being welcomed into the contraption, which is not their home state. The Fulanis are not indigenous to Nigeria. They are not. There are so many other indigenous tribes in Nigeria, different religion. They have been living peacefully. None is coming against each other, but it's only the Fulani Janjaweed who have refused to integrate themselves peacefully among the people who have welcomed them. Instead of integrating themselves, they have decided to kill the people who have welcomed them, decimate them, take out their land, and make sure that they exterminate them. that is not good, and that is what we are talking about. And we have to continue to bring up this very issue to make people know what is happening in that contraption called Nigeria. For the Biafrans, if you are a Biafran or a Biafran friends, please join the 150 days prayer that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have initiated before he was being kidnapped in Kenya and sent to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition. And today we are still going on that prayer. If you have not joined, please kindly join the prayer. The prayer is doing wonder. It's doing wonders. A lot of things are happening, and a lot of positive things are happening, and we'll continue to follow those positive things and work more so that we can have victory in this very battle. There is every tendency, it is obvious that we will surely win in this battle. There is no fear. If you are a Biafran, don't have to be afraid of anything. If you are not Juduan, don't be afraid. If you're from the Middle Belt, don't be afraid. As long as you are doing what you're supposed to do, fighting the right fight, you will be a winner. We must be conquerors. We will overcome our enemies. It doesn't matter where they are coming from. It doesn't matter the weapon they are using. It doesn't matter how wealthy and how rich they are. We will overcome them because we are coming with the truth. The truth and nothing but the truth. Saying it exactly the way it is. That is why we will continue to win. As you can see, recently in the broadcast of the leadership of IPOB, the leadership of IPOB, which are the main people who are superheading the leadership of the very struggle for Biafra. They are the people who have been recognized worldwide as those who are fighting for the self-determination of the Biafrans. The leadership have come out to make an announcement and tell us that there will be no movement. There will be a sit at home on the 1st of October, the day the Janjaweed are celebrating their independence that is not independent. They claim to have independence, yet there is no independence in the country called Nigeria. And the Biafrans are going to show their disapproval of that very contraption called Nigeria on the 1st of October. I am so happy that the leadership of IPOB are now taking the challenge upon themselves and doing what they're supposed to do. This is what the Biafrans are crying for. This is what the Biafrans are asking for. Doing the right thing at the right time. Making the seat so hot for this very Janjaweed. We don't want them to relax. We don't want them to be happy for anything. We don't want to dance the same tune with them. This is what we have been speaking about. And I thank God for the broadcast that was made by DOS. They have spoken very well. The sit at home on the 1st of October must be adhered to by every Biafran and every other sit at home that is being initiated. Every Monday, people who are doing it every Monday are being encouraged to continue with your Monday sit at home. Do everything you can do at your own rate to make sure that our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being released. That is the message. That is the message we have been hungry for. That is the message we have been asking for. I pray that they continue in that path to encourage everybody that is doing everything they can do to be able to see that our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released from the hand of the DSS. We cannot wait for them, and we cannot allow them to dictate the tone of our protest for us. We will dictate the tone for them. As for their plan that they are making not to bring us Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court, let them continue to do whatever they want to do. All we want is that our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released with immediate effect, unconditionally. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. We do not care. All we want to see is our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free, speaking to us directly by himself. That is our desire, and that is the desire of every Biafran and Biafran friends. Because our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not committed any offense. It doesn't matter the propaganda they are pushing here and there, east, west, north, and center. Anywhere they are pushing their propaganda, but the whole world knows the truth. The truth. They know the truth. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a political prisoner. He has not killed anybody. He has not harmed anybody. He has not lifted his arms against anybody. He has established the ESN to protect the southeastern region, the old southeastern region. To protect them. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter where you belong to. It doesn't matter your ethnicity. To protect you in the southeastern region, the whole of old southeastern region, the ESN are there doing their due diligence. They are not killing any innocent people. They are not kidnapping. They are not asking for ransom. They are not fighting against the military. They are fighting against the terrorists. That is their mission. Each time you hear their propaganda of killing of the military or killing of police, ESN is never involved in it. ESN do not go to any confrontation unless when they are being confronted with those terrorists who are in military uniform. As you know, there are a lot of terrorists in Nigeria, some in military uniform, some in police uniform. They have been recruited legitimately by the government And once the ESN dictate these people, when they come after ESN will definitely answer them. They will definitely answer. Apart from that, ESN does not fight against the military nor police. They don't fight against innocent people. They are in the bushes doing their job, and they will continue. And for those of you who are from the southeastern region, support the ESN the best way you can. Everything you know you can do to make sure that the ESN stands, do that. They are standing stronger than ever. If people are telling you that because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been held by the ESS and now the ESN is not functioning, ESN is functioning now more than ever. They have more responsibility now more than ever. That is why you have to make your contributions. Contribute and support ESN in any way you can, financially, prayer-wise, in any way you can, morally. Support them. They are the only hope we have in the southeastern region. They are the only hope we have in Biafra land. The Biafrans are not relenting. Biafrans are willing to and ready to fight for their leader to come out. And nobody can stop them from fighting for their leader. We are standing up for our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everything you can do to make sure that our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is being released unconditionally, do it. Any contribution you can make on your own, continue to do it. You are being supported. And our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is praying for you and I every blessed day. That is why we must not look back. We must not relent in our effort. We must not be allowed ourselves to be talked down. We have to continue to fight. Fight the good fight until victory is being achieved. We have to continue to fight the good fight until victory is here. And before I forget, remember, today is the birthday of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we wish our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a very happy birthday and many more years to come. Our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even though he is not here with us, we will continue to celebrate him. We will celebrate his birthday with him. Continue to celebrate him the best way you can. Pray for him that Chukwu Okike Abiama will give him more long life in the land of the living. That Chukwu Okike Abiama will keep him healthy. That Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to use him, give him more revelation, so that he can continue to bring word to us, and we will continue to follow until the last day when we will walk into Biafra with our head lifted high, and we will celebrate alongside our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will never relent. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they do. Don't allow yourself to be pushed aside. Don't allow yourself to be deceived. This is not the time to fight our brothers, and this is not the time to fight our sisters. Every agitator, everybody who is asking for freedom, the Oduduwas, the Biafrans, wherever you are, anybody who is speaking up for Biafra, you have to stand shoulder to shoulder with each other and fight the right cause. The only thing that matters to us now is our freedom, which is the freedom of our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And anything we can do collectively and individually to make sure that our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being released has to be supported. You don't have to talk down on somebody because you don't like the person, or because you don't like the opinion of the person, or you don't like the suggestion the person is bringing. Not that because of the suggestion is not good, but because you are not the one bringing the suggestion. Support everything that will make our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free. Everything that will bring freedom to Biafra. Everything you can do to make sure that freedom is being actualized, do it. That is what we stand for. And the Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to give every agitators, wherever they may be, strength and power to continue to move forward without being distracted. Without being distracted. Stop gossiping. Stop listening to gossip. Stop talking about things that do not matter. The only thing that matters to us is the freedom of our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the freedom of Biafra. And we will continue. And if you want to be stable, continue to listen to the messages of our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. None of his messages are old. They are all new every morning. Each time you play his message, they are new. When you listen to the message of Nnamdi Kanu, you must learn a new thing. It's just like an epistle. It is just like the Bible you read. Each time you read the Bible, it gives you an interpretation on your problem or what you're looking for. You are going to see the answers in the message of Nnamdi Kanu. That is why I'm going to play one of his messages once again, so that you can listen to the message and then reflect back, know where you are heading to, if you're on the right path or not. Let us hear from our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, His Excellency.
I don't want us to underestimate how difficult this very battle is. We are fighting Britain, we are fighting neo-colonialists, we are fighting every major interest. Do you know how many oil companies you have? You know, some people say, oh, why don't you go to, what have you done in America? This is, there is ExxonMobil, there is Halliburton. Very wealthy companies, very rich. They are campaigning that Biafra should not come in America. The Americans. I went to Israel. Some Israeli businessmen that have dealings with the zoo, making so much money from the zoo. After attending a meeting at the Knesset, they'll go to Knesset and they'll talk to Israeli lawmakers. The same lawmakers that I have spoken to, they will go to Israel and be speaking to Israeli lawmakers, asking them not to support IPOB, not to support me. Israeli businessmen, because they're making money from the zoo. Do you know that in Italy, Ajib was writing to a judge in Italy, telling the judge not to grant IPOB family members asylum in Italy? Ajib petrol that you have in Biafra land. Because they think that once Biafra comes, that we at least we'll put meter and ask them to pay for what they're taking from our land. They don't want it. Britain doesn't want it. Do you know how many enemies we are fighting? Do you have an idea? How many enemies we are confronting every blessed day? I want you to go to Google now and type in IPOB. You will see some stupid news. Even go to Biafra now. It's news about Jello Biafra that is on Biafran page. Do you know that they paid Vanguard, Nation newspaper, Punch, and Sun? Do you know that they gave them very huge amounts of money in December to attack us and to attack Eastern Security Network? Go to Google now and type in Nnamdi Kanu on your Google search. All the news about me is about this group is said no to ESN, repatriating Nnamdi Kanu. All bad news. They give money to, they paid Google as well. They give money to Vanguard and to Punch and all these idiots. They write their junk. Then they boost it. They go to Google and ask them to boost it. So when you search on Nnamdi, if I go to your office to speak to you, of course, if your secretary books an appointment to see me, the first thing they will do is to go on Google to say, let's find out who this person is. They will see all that news. You don't know that's what they're doing? You people, I don't actually think that our people understand the enormity of this very task. They think it's easy. That was why some people gave up and started building hotels. With the money they gave them to fight for Biafra, they started building hotels. Because they know how difficult it is. They know it. Because how about our own people? Even those who are working for BBC. People don't know the mess we are in. But by the special grace of the Most High Elohim, we have defeated all our enemies. They know how determined we are. They know how resolute we are. They know we're not going to back down. They understand that very well. So maybe they're trying to end their pay. These are journalists that went to school, that read about ethics. Most of them are Biafrans. They're Igbo. But they still write against us. Not that they don't like what we are doing, but because having this UG, black people, demonic. If they see road, they want to take the bush. But we are not giving up. A lot of people are banking on us. Not just Biafrans, but right across the zoo and beyond. People listen to us all over the world. They tell me, they write to me, they tell me, they listen to you. We listen to you all the time. We listen to Radio Biafra. What you people are doing is marvelous. Keep doing it. So you think people are not listening? Of course, the whole world, they are listening. Right now, in Abuja, there's no movement. Everybody's listening to this very gospel of redemption. That is to warn them that we're not going back. There are killings everywhere. Insurgency. People don't know of insurgency. It never dies, you know. And I will tell you how we are going to kill off the zoo. I just hope and pray that they come looking for ESN. I'm praying they do. Then they will open up another front in the east. Then I will just be waiting for our Oduduwa brothers to try and join the fray. And the zoo is gone. To tell you how stretched they are, they only sent 1,000 soldiers to Enugu. Only 1,000. From the north. In every barracks you have in our land, they're not up to 1,000 soldiers in them. They're not up to 1,000. You see them on patrol with their hillocks with AK-47 killing civilians. Even the one at Fege, they are not up to 1,000. Obins, the same thing, they are not up to 1,000 men. It's just intimidation and fear. And using is the turn of our village to confuse and deceive all of you. But we have run them into the ground. They cannot succeed. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. Anybody found in the bush in our land and you're not ESN, we will treat you as a terrorist and you will die there. Once we see you inside our forest, you are dead meat, you are gone. It doesn't matter if you're vigilante, it doesn't matter if you're forest guard, it doesn't matter if you're zoo police, it doesn't matter if you're zoo army. Once you go into the forest and you're armed, you will die. Don't say I didn't warn you. The zoo police can be moving about in their cities, that's their business. We don't have a problem with that. They can do their joint patrol in the city. We are looking for terrorists in the bush. If we find you there, we will treat you as one. We treat you as one. Simple as that. Their soldiers are being killed all over the place. Who doesn't know that? But they are moving the few they have down to the east. That is how the zoo is going to implode. We stretch the army. They are committed in the north. They will be committed in the east. And then it's over for them. And let me warn every family. If you're from the Middle Belt, if you're from Oduduwa, and they send you down to the east to come looking for ESN, you might as well tell your family you will be coming back because you will die. I can assure you, you will die. God is my witness, you will die there. Ask those that came before you. Ask them those they sent before, where are they? Ask them where those people are before you start patrolling inside the bushes. And if you are a PG, a traditional ruler, aspiring Abuja Sabotua, politician, and you think you can act as an informant, you are wasting your time. You too will go down. If you don't know, let me tell you. NSAS must be revived this very year. The sins of the murderers who are politicians must be visited upon them. They are locking up people without trial. Our people are in a Ahoda prison, locked up by Nwike without trial. Imo State is something without trial. They kill with impunity. And when we go after these people, they say, oh, what you're doing is not good. It's anti-democratic. But to pick up somebody's child or husband and lock them up for 2 years is not a crime. In a Ahoda prison, people that did nothing, take them to court, they won't take them to court for trial. Judges are more interested in collecting money from us. Biafran judges, they won't take money from us. Do you know how much we spend on legal fees and bail perfection and filing for application every week? You have no idea. You have no idea. But Chukwukabiyama is faithful always. The inconsistencies of those that call themselves intelligentsia is sickening. You cannot have one foot in the zoo and another foot in freedom. Both are incompatible. Nigeria is the exact opposite of freedom. Anybody who supports Nigeria is a criminal. Is a hardened criminal. They will try to confuse you with their newspapers, with their television stations. If you fall for it, then you are a fool. I have given you reasons as to why Nigeria should not exist. And it will not exist. They have nothing. That is why insecurity, Nigeria needs foreign help, says Shoyinka. Even Ekwuremadu wants international intervention. Fulani herdsmen have taken over Ondo State, according to Pastor Giwa. Shoyinka is a learned man. He's asking for the preservation of one Nigeria. And I told you that they have an army that cannot fight. Their army can only kill civilians. I'm telling you the truth. That is why I'm very glad that ESN is armed. Because they are even Shoyinka, Nigeria, be patriotic. They are asking for foreign help. But when it comes to killing civilians, you don't ask for foreign help. I told you before, Nigeria never defeated Biafra. Britain, Russia, Egypt, and OAU did. Nigeria cannot defeat ordinary ragtag band of insurgents in the north who are badly educated. How can you confront ESN that has a major number of them are graduates? How can you do that? When what we use, we produce ourselves. How can you defeat such an army? An army of volunteers. How can you defeat them? I'm asking you. How? Where can you even find them to defeat? I feel sorry for the zoo, honestly. I feel sorry for the zoo.
After hearing from our senior Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I must tell you, I am energized. I am stronger than ever, and I will continue to pursue that and follow that foundation that our senior Nnamdi Kanu have led. That foundation that our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have led in truth, in consistency, in love. We will continue to follow that foundation, and together we stand, we shall overcome. It doesn't matter what they do. They will kill us, we will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here. Oduduwa will emerge. The Middle Belters will be free. Every indigenous tribe in the continental called Nigeria will surely be free. Thank you so much for watching, and remain blessed. Bye-bye. See you again on the next video.